Hey, what's good, boys? It's Sunday, August 24th. It's Jonathan here. And yeah, I got some stuff to report. So, been running this product in the beauty niche for a while with VSLs. Uploaded like 6 batches now, and fourth batch, I think VSL 10, the 10th one I made for this product, had some good metrics. I was at like a 3 ROAS for a few days, and then it's sort of slowly gotten worse over time. It's been active for like 10 days now, something like that, and it's at around 2 overall, so it definitely has dropped in performance. Probably gonna let it run until it drops below 2 and then consider cutting at that point. So since then, obviously, I've tested 2 long VSLs that both flopped. I've tested then 2 mini VSL batches, so another 6 VSLs there, really to no avail whatsoever. And I really feel like this comes down to research, and I think I might just be kind of ramming my head into the wall without really deeply thinking about like a high lever I can pull. And in this case, I've always been able to get good hook and hold rates, but I've been struggling with conversion rate. So I think it's really going to be getting across the idea of urgency, but I've already kind of been focusing on that, right? So I think it's got to be something more with like changing up what I focus on in the mechanism. And I don't want to get into the specifics of it, but like, if there's something about your product that's special, really trying to hinge on that to build this unique factor, like this pick me factor. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if the performance on this VSL that's working keeps dropping, and if I can't get anything to work, I will consider moving on, potentially to the old product I was running, which is still getting sales here and there, which is really interesting. And otherwise, I could consider a new product. And for product research, I just go on Callow pretty much. I do use ads library. I struggle to find like newer stuff there. It seems to be a lot of older stuff. So I like to use Callow as like a research library, and I just look for products on there. So I got a few more I'm interested in, and yeah, for eBay, I've been working on opening up new accounts. So I got 4 accounts right now. I'm working through a restriction, appealing a restriction on one of them. I gotta upload like invoices and stuff to eBay. But then I've applied for a new bank. I got a new LLC. I got new internet coming in, and I'm gonna be getting that set up as soon as I can. So besides for that, not much else to report. I guess one bit of something I've really been thinking about is just like not overthinking it, consistency over duration. So like just doing a little bit every day is always gonna be better than like cramming for your test right before is always gonna be worse than like studying a bit every day. So like just putting in some work every day, like 3 hours every day, even just 3-4 hours every day. Doing that for 1,000 days, you'll get wherever you want to go. So yeah, another thing is like, kind of feel like, yeah, I kind of feel sort of empty. I think that's just a part of the process, and I'll get through it. But it can be scary sometimes, and there's a lot of uncertainty, and I'm really just sort of facing it head on. And what else can I do other than just continue working every day? And one thing is when you're online, like you're only gonna see like other people's wins. No one's out here like posting their losses with any sort of consistency. So just remember that if you're trying to strive towards something that's difficult, just know that like, people only post a selected portion of their lives that is very curated to like make themselves look as good as possible, and like that's not reality. Reality is hard. So or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm completely wrong there, but I do believe a lot of it just comes down to your mentality and just continuing to trudge along every day, and continuing to make strides and staying focused. So I'm excited. There's a lot of things to be excited about. And yeah, and another concept would just be like, what use is it to just talk here? I should just get back to work, honestly. At the end of the day, like you can become a really good talker, a really good orator, a really good writer, but your actions, your thought, you like what you actually do with your resources is always going to matter way more than how good you are at yapping. So I think just for me, it's really been just trying to stay consistent. I got my checklist here, and staying consistent not only with the business work, getting all that stuff done as efficiently as possible, but then like some time for myself and my own hobbies and being a human and all that. So it's hard to strike a huge balance. I can't have that much of a social life, but I'd like to maintain contact with some friends if I can, and continue to read books, and I like to play the piano and all that stuff. So that'd be great. But besides for that, what else can I ask for? So I'm gonna hit it early tonight. And yeah, I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.